You see, my gorgeous Scorpioni, you are most certainly entering a very important stage, and I am of course talking about November 2020, and of course November 2020 will be very significant because most certainly on the 27th of November 2020 there is going to be the situation that is going to arise, and that particular situation that is going to arise is going to be very interesting indeed, because it's going to make you think. It's going to start changing things for you, but in itself it's going to be quite interesting because you're not even going to realize how important this situation is going to be. So this is why I need you to have your eyes wide open, and I need you to understand that there is going to be a little twist here. The 27th of November 2020 is going to bring you an important twist, and this is where this twist is going to be, because you're going to be provided with the actual opportunity. You're going to be provided with an option, but it's not going to seem as important, as significant as it's actually going to be. To make things even more interesting, it is all boiling down to one particular thing. You're going to start a certain process by making an important judgment, but that judgment that you're going to make is going to be so much more significant, and it's going to travel so much further than you could possibly imagine. And this is because of multiple reasons. One of the reasons, which is the main reason, huge, massive reason, is because your energy is going to be super powerful and super enhanced throughout November 2020, because this, my gorgeous Scorpioni, is your time. This is when your powerful personal energy is going to be super powerful. This is when your personal energy is going to be very strong, and that in itself is going to be rather magnetic, because it's going to be connecting you and reconnecting you with things in your life in the most bizarre, the more unusual, and the most strangest of ways. And the 27th of November is going to be really important and beautiful and powerful beginning that you're actually going to have. This is going to help you so much to connect with yourself, to reconnect with yourself, and also an important insight. It's going to happen at the right moment, at the right time, which is going to confirm this for you, confirm this to you, in particular in between the 27th of November and the end of that month. Okay, so this stage is going to be rather significant when it comes to the actual revelation that you are going to have at the same time. As I said, there are a few different reasons why this is going to start unfolding in the way it's unfolding. The most important reason, it's your personal power, it's your personal magnetism, and that in itself, it's really magical moment in time. And I'm talking about the whole of November, because this is when your energy is going to be really powerful, and you need to use it wisely, my gorgeous Scorpionis. You need to be smart, you need to be clever, how always you are anyway. But when I say that you need to be smart and clever, you're always smart and clever, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying in this particular situation throughout the actual November, whatever comes to your mind, it's going to have like a really some kind of a hidden reason. Whatever comes to your mind, it's going to have some kind of like a different situation connected to it. And it's important for you to kind of dig deeper. It's important for you to explore it. You need to remember that this is all about you exploring your options, because there will be options that are going to be rather highlighted for you throughout this month. Not only on the 27th of November, my baby, no baby, no, but I am talking about the actual throughout the month. There will be the opportunities and possibilities for you to explore, and you're gonna like this, and you will see exactly what I mean, because it's going to be the feeling that you will not be able to explain, and this is purely going to come through and from your own personal vibration. And I really like this, because it's all about you trying to connect to these feelings, to these thoughts in your mind, in your head, perhaps even in your dreams. Perhaps you're gonna have like informations revealed to you when you wake up in the morning. You know, this is an important time. It's all to do with us, with our passion, with what we dream about, what we want to do, what we want to achieve, and also the obstacles. You know, the obstacles are playing an important role here, my baby, because the obstacles are the ones that are preventing us to move on until we work on the certain areas, which means that spiritually this is going to be like ooh la la, rather vavavumish bomb indeed, because this is going to take you somewhere else. This is going to help your spirit to evolve to a completely different dimension, to make it more, even more interesting. You know, by the time we get to the last part of the actual November 2020, there is the whole new option and the whole new opportunity going to be provided for you. It's going to be a very strong and very powerful moment of your time at the same time, because it's all about the 27th of November. The 27th of November, it's going to become absolutely obvious, like there is no tomorrow, my gorgeous Scorpioni, that there is going to be the time, an important time is coming where you're going to need to make a choice. This choice is important, this choice is significant, this choice is like much bigger than what it seems. Just remember what I said at the beginning of this reading. It's all about making a choice, but not even realizing how big this is actually going to be later. Because November, because of your own vibrancy, because of your own energy, this is your time of the year when it's the time it's very powerful, in particular when it comes to you and your own personal projection. So this is why you just need to understand that there are going to be lots of little opportunities that are going to seem like really tiny, but they are most certainly going to be rather life-changing indeed. So going back to the 27th of November 2020, it's all about you making an important choice. This is where it's going to be super evident that you're going to make this choice, and also you just need to stop over-analyzing. Remember, you need to stop over-analyzing, and also on another hand get clarity on what you desire, and most certainly you need to move forward. Now there will be this particular option that you are going to have, but then again on another hand it's all about you being logic and you thinking about organization. You're going to need to make a little bit of a readjustment here indeed, but it's all about you increasing your own success indeed. You need to remember to take charge of the situation, and also at the same time it's all about the structure, it's all about the discipline, and at the same time it's also important to say that this is gonna kind of be like a pretty much so like a rather interesting emotional experience that you are going to have at the same time, you know. Significant message is going to arrive at around the same time, but most certainly just remember that this is quite powerful, what I'm going to say now. Your psychic abilities are going to be pretty much highlighted. So if you feel yourself like being like kind of like feeling a little bit strange, or feeling a little bit bizarre, feeling a little bit unusual, you know, at the same time you will know that you're reaching quite a powerful stage of your subconscious mind, which is in return going to enhance your psychic abilities. So this is something that is going to be very important for you to remember, because there will be a quiet significant message that you are actually going to receive at around the mid-November 2020, and this message that you're going to receive, it's either going to come through your dream, or it's either going to come like as soon as you open your eyes. However, something is going to be on your mind, and something that is going to be connected to your past, something that you should be working on, and something that it's also missing in your life right now. So it's to do with an insight, but most certainly it's going to bring you an absolutely remarkable way out of the situation that was keep on bringing you down, that was keep on preventing you to move on. So this is going to be remarkable. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Scorpioni, and it's for November 2020. So it's for you, my gorgeous Scorpioni, and it's for November 2020. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Raise your vibration. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my gorgeous Scorpioni. It's not only your birthday this month. This is why this is going to be so powerful. Also, it's at the number 11. My Lord, your number in numerology, it's number 11. I mean, what can I say? It is the sacred strength that you are going to have. It is the sacred power that you are going to have. It's so important because it's gonna also be connected to an absolutely mind-blowing change that you are going to have. But it's not like, oh my God, complete change, it's all different. No, baby, no. The mind-blowing change is going to come, and it's going to happen through the situation that was dragging so annoyingly for a really long time. But again, it boils down to the last 11 months indeed. So this change that is going to come through forward as in a form of like a little bit of a push. On one hand, you're going to feel the push to go towards it, and once you start focusing and thinking about this, then this is going to bring you really big and powerful movement when it comes to the actual swift change, when it comes to things that you wanted to do, and when it comes to things that were preventing you to kind of feel free, preventing you to do things, you know, that were kind of like a really always like a kind of sticking in the back of your mind, which means that it created this really annoying energy points. And these annoying stale energy points happen when we come to very close to the end of the certain journeys, when it comes to our life, when it comes to our karma. So it's on us to try to find out, and it's on us to try to realize when to actually do something about it, when to make an action. But it's not only about the realization, it's about feeling like it's the right time. And now, because you're going to have this beautiful magic of having an enhanced like psychic abilities throughout November, because it's your happy birthday to you, and at the same time you've got a number 11 in numerology. So this is absolutely remarkable. It is going to be very strong point that you are going to have this month. I'm so happy for you because finally you're going to be so true to yourself. And I'm not saying like, oh my God, you haven't been truth, but you will know exactly what I mean, because you will realize that what is this that is actually constantly at the back of your mind? What is this that is constantly calling you? Your calling, your true life calling. It's going to be calling you, but it's most certainly going to require from you to pay attention, because now this is all going to be about your own projection. It's about you realizing that it's up to you to live your life. It's up to you to make changes. It's up to you to, you know, to think about what about your life, how you're going to live your life, and what you're going to do. Very important at the same time to remember to try to avoid as much as negativity as you possibly can, like from elsewhere and things like that. Because on one hand, you know, your psychic abilities are going to be very much so enhanced, but on another hand, you know, when your psychic abilities are enhanced to this point, you also become sensitive in so many different ways. So this is why it's very important to actually really kind of like understand this. And at the same time, something that I highly recommend you, look at this baby, look at this baby, look at this gorgeous baby, look at this style. This is my brand new style, and it's a moonstone, gorgeous moonstone, and of course it comes in a sterling silver setting, and it comes with a sterling silver gorgeous chain. And this is the moonstone, is something that I really highly recommend you, because it's going to help you to connect to yourself. It's going to help you a lot with your healing, balance, and intuition indeed. So it's going to be guiding you along the way. It's going to be helping you along the way. It's an absolutely remarkable little crystal when it comes to your personal energy, when it comes to things that you need to gather about yourself, when it comes to things that you need to understand about yourself, when it comes to that personal balance and grounding that it brings you. But then at the same time, it's all about these important points. It's to do with healing, balance, and intuition. It's something that is going to help you so much in order to clear your mind, but then at the same time in order to protect yourself. This gorgeous little moonstone is absolutely remarkable when it comes to your energy in November, and also in December. It's going to be super important for you to have this. And if you would like to buy this gorgeous little moonstone, this comes with a sterling silver setting and sterling silver chain, and the link is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel. But this is something that is really going to help you with that particular balance. On another hand, you know, it's all about having a control over situation, and I really like it, because on one hand it is about the accomplishment that you are going to hear. It is about the fact that it's going to be put a big smile on your face, and this is going to contribute towards you just doing something that you wanted to do for such a long time, and realizing, you know, baby, this life doesn't go forever, and this is why it's important to do things that we feel so connected to. And this November, it's all about your calling. Please understand, this is so important, my gorgeous Scorpioni. You need to understand that it's up to you to follow your path. I'm not saying that you're not doing it, but you will see exactly what this month is going to bring, and exactly why it's important to do so. Okay, very, very specific point you're gonna start going towards, and that particular point, it's also going to clear so much around you that was really annoying and became an excess in your life. It's about having a control over a situation, and it's also at the same time, it's about the strength, and at the same time, that in itself is going to give you courage, you know, to deal with a situation and the problem with somebody else, involving somebody else, sorting out the issue, sorting out the problem, sorting out the dispute, sorting out the negativities, some kind of courage you're gonna have, and it's going to give you the wings of the most beautiful butterfly, you know, at the same time, which is just all going to be about your personal happiness, and about you following your path, and about you realize how powerful you are, how strong you are, how significant you are, and realizing that no one else is going to do certain things for yourself in this life. You are the one who needs to do it, and this is exactly what is going to happen. This amount of courage is going to put you together with some other person, and there is some kind of problem and some kind of issue that is going to be resolved, and this is wonderful because it's going to bring you energy, but also at the same time the determination. You're going to find yourself having a strong amounts of determination, and this is a little bit through your own confidence, this is a little bit through your own accomplishment, this is a little bit through your own actual having the powerful energy when it's your month, you know. By the same time, it's just going to create this amazing restoring point, you know, absolutely remarkable. Someone is going to ask you for a favor, and I would just go for it. It's very important that you do a favor to this person. So someone is going to ask you for a favor, but then there is something else going to be around it. There is going to be the stage that you're going to start, there is going to be the process that you're going to start, there is going to be the step in the certain direction that you wouldn't normally go for. So this is something to remember, and it's going to be important. On another hand, yes, there will be the certain difficulties that you're going to need to kind of pay attention to, and also most certainly these difficulties are going to come through the actual you know, the certain stage is not going to unfold the way you wanted to unfold, but you will also realize, oh well, you know, it's not up to you sorry, it's not down to you, you know, and then you will realize that it's just so important to just keep going and do things that make you feel good, do things that make you feel happy, and there is going to be an important process of growth that you are going to have at the same time. There is going to be a little bastard, you know, that you're going to need to be careful about, little snaky snake in the grassy, and I'm sorry, but this is all part of this process, this is all part of this progress. If someone sounds a little bit off to you, around you throughout this month, be very careful, because there is going to be the certain person who, you know, it's going to kind of manifest around you, and it is going to be like a little bit of a hidden enemy, and you will know who this is because something is going to feel off. But at the same time, when that happens, you know, you are going to have the moment of anticipation, and the moment of anticipation that you are going to have at the same time is just going to happen because of the expectation of little difficulties that I said that you are going to have. But this is so important because it's at the same time significant. At the same time, it's going to be the time of release as well, you know. You need to understand that this is going to lead to an important ending, but then at the same time, every ending is bringing you a remarkable beginning. And when that happens, you know, like ending at this time, when it's your time, when it's your month, you know, when it's your energy so powerful, then it's even more significant, you know, because it's going to on one hand make you quite enthusiastic, but then on another hand this is going to boost your creativity like there is no tomorrow. And this, my babies, you know, it's also so significant because it helps you so much with your personal energy and them and the time when you feel like a little bit drained and a little bit tired and all this, you know, this can kind of affect you, you know, it can affect your way of thinking, it can affect your way of planning. So this is going to be highly powerful when it comes to you feeling really re-energized at the same time. Endings will most certainly lead to new beginnings, whichever, but powerful beginnings, strong beginnings. So whichever ending you have, just remember that this is going to be remarkable later on, and most certainly it's going to take you somewhere else. Most certainly it's going to bring you adjustment that you really need in order to improve your life. But it's all boiling down towards a big, massive, huge adjustment in your life. And this November, it's only going to be the beginning, you know. You need to also remember that number 11 is a very powerful number. It's one of the most spiritual number, one of the most powerful numbers. It means you're guided by the angels. It means that you're guided by the spirit guides, and the whole month is going to feel like a little bit strange, a little bit different, and a little bit unusual. Very much similar energy like in October, but this is going to be so much more enhanced for you, in particular, my gorgeous Scorpioni, because this is your time. So you need to remember that you need to release situations or people that hold you back. This is important because you are going through the actual spiritual transformation. So don't be surprised when you hear things, when you hear noises, or you see things that you don't normally see, when you see like maybe little feathers in unusual places, you know, you hear voices, you can smell, you know, like a certain smell of somebody who used to be in your life, you know, who used to cook the certain particular food. You may smell this, you know. All this is going to become quite important here when it comes to your spiritual transformation. But then on another hand, it's all about a fresh new start, and also in particular when it comes to the end of delays. This month is going to bring you the end of delays, and I like this because it's all about the sudden unexpected progress at the same time, a positive change most certainly in your life, and also something new. You're gonna get something new, you're gonna gain something new, and this is going to make you feel so much better indeed. Just remember, you know, at the same time, something, you know, and any interesting advice that you are going to get as well. At the same time, you will get an interesting advice from somebody in your life, from somebody who really knows you. And that advice is only going to confirm something to you, you know. It's about you making a wise decision. It's about you going towards your own success, but you will know at the same time that there are things that you need to work on, that you have been ignoring, that you should be working on, that you are in the actual self-denial. It's remarkable. Number 11 in numerology also means, and this is a number 11 as well, doubling up. This is remarkable. It means that you are standing at the beginning of something like, oh my God, something really powerful, something really strong, and something really significant. One beginning is going to happen at the end of November, the start, and then at the beginning of November it's going to be the start, like huge, massive, important start. Just pay attention to how you feel, pay attention to the energy. Even if you feel like really weird, really bizarre, just know it, baby. Just know it, that this energy, the thickness of this energy, it's also the thickness of your own power when it comes to projecting it in the right way. As long as you do good, positive things, you know, this is just going to be super enhanced for you. So if you feel tired, it doesn't matter, baby. This is actually a good sign, in particular now when it comes to November, because you can change this energy and use it into your best abilities. The second part is number 1 is representing the first part of November, and then number 1 again is representing the second part of November. The last part of November, it's going to bring you the beginning, it's going to bring you the opportunity, it's going to happen with an element of surprise, but it's most certainly going to require from you to go for it. Something is going to start happening within you, something so important when it comes to your own passion. So absolutely remarkable situation is going to take place at the end of November when it comes to that opportunity, you know, and this is very deep and it's very spiritual, and it's most certainly going to take you on a whole new level, my gorgeous Scorpioni. I really like it indeed. Now, when it comes to your health, I am going to have to say exactly the same thing. Well, not exactly the same thing, but I know that you're going to have problems with your stomach. Your digestion is also like kind of like again sensitive. Make sure that you're drinking water as much as you can. Make sure that you're drinking organic chamomile tea as well throughout the months. This is going to be remarkable when it comes to the actual stomach, when it comes to your digestion, when it comes to your healing within, because lots of people don't understand or don't realize how powerful chamomile is. It's not only tea, baby. There is so much more to it that we actually gain out of it. So for your sensitive stomach, I would be sipping organic chamomile tea without any sugar, without anything, just a natural chamomile tea. And if you do need to put a little bit of sweetener, I would put a little bit of organic maple syrup. Organic maple syrup would be my preferred choice to actually make something sweeter, but no sugar, most certainly no, baby, no. On another hand, it's also, what else I was going to recommend you, organic aloe vera juice for your stomach, for your digestion. It's remarkable because it helps you with stomach soothing like there is no tomorrow. And natural dose of B vitamins, which are on one hand going to help you with your stress levels, and on another hand, it's going to help you with your entire digestive system. What else I was going to say is very important. I'm sorry, it's quite a few things. I'm sorry, happy birthday to you. No, what else I was going to say is to get like something to boost your immune system. I'm sorry, it's really important. A natural dose of vitamin D every single morning alongside zinc, natural zinc, and alongside organic acerola cherry powder. Organic acerola cherry powder is a natural form of vitamin C that you take 1 teaspoon, you put in a little glass and drink it. So you take organic acerola cherry powder in a little glass of water and drink it alongside natural vitamin D and natural zinc as well. And this, my babies, it's actually going to boost your immune system. It's very, very important. Inside your mouth, I know that your gums and lips are going to be quite sensitive, so vitamin C is absolutely superb when it comes to the healing of gums and things like that. So vitamin C is also going to help you here, and it's also going to be playing an important role. But on another hand, try to avoid toothpaste with fluoride and try to avoid mouthwash with fluoride, because it's actually not good for you. So try to get a toothpaste without fluoride and mouthwash without fluoride. Something with tea tree and aloe vera would be superb. So this way you're just going to protect your mouth as well. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant, if you're breastfeeding, just check with your doctor, just check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications, my gorgeous Scorpionis, or not. Okay, so now the 1st of November, it's the first important date, my gorgeous Scorpioni, the 1st of November. Now look at this, it's remarkable. Now 111, look at this, number 1 again. It's just absolutely remarkable the way this is doubling up, which means that there is going to be, you know, the realization that you're going to have on the 1st of November, and that realization is just going to be so beautiful to you because it's going to boost your confidence when you need it the most indeed. And that in itself is also going to become a rather important and powerful starting point. You just need to remember to stay committed to the task at hand, because at the same time you are going to be kind of like tested in a way where you're quite a lot is going to be happening around you and within your world at the same time. So you just need to remember that you just need to focus on things that you're doing and on your process and on your own progress, because you're going to realize, you know what, there's something that is really bringing you down, that's something that is very annoying you so much on the 1st of November. And this is nothing unusual, because slowly the spiritual journey is coming to an end. You know, this is the 1st of November. It's going to bring you, you know, the moment where it's just gonna really be so enhancing, in particular when it comes to rediscovering the lost part of yourself. You are gonna start rediscovering lost parts of yourself, my gorgeous Scorpioni, and this is so good, you know, and it is going to lead towards an experience, an important experience, which is going to bring you and show you and make you feel and give you the taste of this wonderful harmony, and something that you want to do, something that you want to achieve, something that you want to make, something that you want to start. You're going to be able to have this vivid, almost vivid vision about it. This is so important, and this is nothing unusual, because it's also going to be very much so vibrant time when it comes to you wanting to learn, wanting to do. You're going to be very keen to learn things. You're going to be very keen to start things. You're going to be very keen to work on things that you haven't been working in a long time. And this is, again, nothing unusual, because it's all about you making sure that you understand that someone is going to give you an important news on this day, and you're going to like it. But at the same time, it's important to understand that this news that you are going to get is just going to happen at around the time when an important idea is going to take place. So this is also going to be around personal confirmation, and it's going to be rather significant on the 1st, 2nd, and even the 3rd of November 2020, because this is all about the transformation, and it's all about clearing away the old in order to make a place for the new. When we are going through our personal transformations, this is just something that I highly recommend you. Look at this gorgeous and absolutely remarkable chakra pendant. Look how beautiful it is. This of course comes with a solid sterling silver and a beautiful little chakra crystals as well at the same time, and it comes also with like a gorgeous, like a sterling silver chain as well. But this is something that I would really need you to get, because it's going to help you to connect to yourself. It's going to help you with your work-life balance, but it's also going to help you to contain the right balance within you, in particular when things are so illuminated, in particular when the things are so highlighted. You know, sometimes it's very difficult to try to kind of see and understand what would be the first thing that we should kind of focus on and focus towards, you know. And this is why chakra crystals, chakra pendant is absolutely remarkable, because it's superb when it comes to our physical energy, spiritual energy, and psychological energy as well. This is something really wonderful that protects you and brings you the right balance. So there where you've got like a little bit of stale energy, this is so great. Sorry, this is there where you have like a stale energy, you know, this is really great to help you to kind of see things through, and it helps you also, you know, basically to connect to yourself on a spiritual level that you wouldn't normally. So when you're making decisions, you know, this is a great little decision maker. But on another hand, when it comes to like a spiritual time like this helps us in so many different ways in order to spiritual growth in the way that we should. Okay, if you would like to buy this gorgeous like a chakra pendant, you know, the link is in the description below. And by buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, my gorgeous Scorpioni. And what else I was going to say, you know, it's all about you starting to feel very enthusiastic, optimistic, and creative, you know. And this is also going to be connected to the like news of exciting opportunities. And I'm so happy to tell you that you just need to allow yourself, you need to allow your creativity to soar. This is all about you allowing your creativity to soar, and then at the same time, you know, focus on things that bring you passion, you know, and finish what you start. It's very important to finish what you started. Very important indeed. The second important date, my gorgeous Scorpioni, is going to be on the 12th of November. 12th of November. This is all going to be about a very, you know, you're going to realize about someone being ingenuine, you know, and then that is just going to be very important when it comes to your personal growth as well. We've got a bit of a yin-yang moment here, but then again, it is an important progress from hard work. Just remember, my gorgeous Scorpioni, 12th of November, it's going to bring you an important progress when it comes to hard work indeed, but most certainly also it's about the progress, and the successful dealings. So you're going to have a very successful dealing on this particular day, but it is going to be connected to the certain reorganizations, you know. On another hand, you are gonna hear that, you know, the certain results of efforts are also nearly due, and this is so important because you're gonna feel like a great fairness. So on another hand, this is to do with the like justice, it's to do with the proper balance, it's to do with the harmony, as I said, an important reward, but then again a sincere desire is going to become rather obvious here, and all this is to do with the good intentions and also an important advice. So it's not about the justice that you're going to hear about, you know, this is the time of an important advice that you're going to get at the same time, and you're going to like it indeed, because it's going to help you to see things through for what they are, especially there where you wouldn't realize them yourself. On another hand, if you do need to make like some kind of dealings and things like that, then 12th of November would be a fantastic day if you want to start some kind of process of dealing, negotiations and things like that, because things are most certainly going to work in your favor, my gorgeous Scorpionis, indeed. 12th of November, it's also going to bring you, you know, what you were worrying about a certain person, you know, the answer is this is someone very honest and really nice, and that person is very devoted, and they are going to basically be playing an important role when it comes to you being inspired by someone or inspired by the right person in your life, because it's going to happen at the right moment at the right time. I really like this because the 12th of November, it's going to bring you the stability, it's going to bring you the confidence, and it's also on another hand, you know, going to make you realize that this day is going to be so important when it comes to planning for the long term. This day is going to be important because you're going to know, you're going to realize what exactly to plan when it comes to the actual long term, you know, and a really important abundance from past choices, you know. This is so good. And also you need to remember to be patient as you decide what's next. Just remember, my gorgeous Scorpioni, be patient when it comes to you deciding what to do next. You know, you need to remember that your third eye is going to be fully open and you will see the truth for what it is. You just need to remember to follow your intuition. The third important date, my gorgeous Scorpioni, it's going to be on the 30th of November. The 30th of November, it's going to bring you like, annoying, a bit of a stress here, a little bit of a stressful situation, and this is purely to do with your past, and it's purely to do with things that you're gonna come to realize, and it's purely to do with the things that were happening a few days earlier prior sorry, to the actual 30th of November. It's to do with a bit of a stress that you are going to have and a bit of an overburdened feeling, I'm afraid, but then again it's to do with excessive pressures. But then also on another hand, you will know, you will feel, but you will not be able to tell how you feel this, but you will be able to feel that, you know, problems are soon about to resolve, you know, and this is something that is going to be keep you going, and you will know the necessary effort that you will actually need to put in. So this is important because it's to do with your power, and it's also to do with your knowledge, it's also to do with your self-denial, it's also to do with the greatest time of your own self-illumination that is going to help you to kind of reconnect with your past, which is on another hand again going to bring you an answer, some kind of an answer that you will need here, that is going to help you to kind of open your eyes, and just like kind of it's going to give you confidence at the right moment at the right time. It's going to come from your past, my gorgeous Scorpioni. So this is really, really important. Reflections of the past is going to bring you an insight. But on another hand, it's not the greatest day to start new project. No, baby, no. It's to think, it's to kind of focus, it's to kind of meditate, it's to kind of like a rebalance ourselves. But most certainly it's not the greatest time to start new projects, because you would find it quite difficult. One day after it's going to be absolutely fine, but not on the 30th of November. Okay, and also on another hand, you know, it's all about, you're gonna feel, oh yeah, time to do this, time to do that, time to get back to work. I'm not saying that you were not at work or anything like that, but this is exactly how you're gonna feel. This beautiful refreshing energy, and also an excellent opportunity is going to present itself. And I like this because it's also connected to happy news about things that you have been focusing on, like to do with your career, promotions, and things that, you know, the areas of your life that you were working on. So there is going to be really positive news about it, and it's important on the 30th of November to express yourself, express your passion. It's very, very important to express your passion indeed. Okay, so now basically I'm just going to see what is going to happen with those of you that are actually Sorry, I'm just going to see what is going to happen at the first part of November. Okay, just briefly, the first week of November, it's going to bring you like a little bastard. You know, somebody is going to try to wind you up for something. So somebody's going to have like a bit of a conflict. Somebody would want to have a bit of a conflict with you at the beginning of November, the first week of November. And your job is, my babies, especially at this moment in time when you're so highly spiritual, do not waste your energy. This is the part of your task. This is the part of your challenge. Don't waste your energy on conflict and battle. This is only the part of your challenge, and the way you respond to this challenge in order to reach the highest level of your expansion, of your spiritual expansion, is to just rise above the situation. Do not go low. Remember, I always say rise above the situation, and that in itself, it's going to bring you an absolutely mind-blowing resolution where you didn't think that there will be resolution. This is all going to be connected. It's going to be connected to the lost opportunity that now it's going to give you nicely the spiritual slap, and it's going to provide you with not just any opportunity, but an opportunity for like remarkable prosperity later on, you know. And it's also going to kind of make you feel really nostalgic, and this is because you're going to start discovering the lost little parts of yourself, and that in itself is going to need from you to kind of like a work on your organization. But most importantly, it's all about the balance, gaining that a remarkable balance back. The second part of November, it's going to bring you the moment about the money. You know, it's other inheritance that you are going to hear about, and if you haven't got anybody to leave you an inheritance, then you are still going to hear about a certain amount of money which you are going to get hold of. But then there are other people that are also going to have something with it, or you're going to have your part, someone else is going to have their part. So it's either an inheritance, or it's either the gift of money or a certain amount of money which is going to travel towards you. And this is really good because, you know, it's to do with a certain loss at the same time. So this is going to be quite good. On another hand, you are going to hear a very good news and positive news and direction and option through somebody of an authority. The person of an authority is going to play an important role in mid-November 2020, and that's going to make you feel really good because it's going to answer your question and it's going to bring you an overwhelming emotion. And you know, on one hand, it's to do with like what you're going to be able to recognize through this situation, through this person of authority. But then on another hand is what you always to do. It's the direction that you always wanted to take, and it's also the time when you felt like a little bit heartbreaking and things like that. So now this is the last part of November. It's going to bring you a remarkable option, remarkable opportunity, and I'm so happy for you as well. A very, very strong stage, a very powerful stage, a very significant stage is actually going to take place, and it's going to happen at the end of November. And I'm so happy for you because it's to do with you rediscovering yourself and putting all those lost elements and lost parts of yourself together. And as the time goes by throughout November, by the time we get to the last part of November, you will know this is going to be your homecoming time. This is going to be the time when you need to remember, my gorgeous Scorpioni, to be true to yourself, to stay true to yourself, because it's all about this excellent opportunity which is going to present itself. It's so good, so good, so good. And this opportunity is going to come through. It's going to come forward when you hear a happy news, a positive news about your career, about your promotions, about the things, if you are like retired, about the stage, about the part of your life that you have been projecting your energy towards. So this is going to be quite evident at the end of November, because it's going to provide you with a really good news. And this is the time when you will know, my God, you know, this is all about you getting this and focusing on this excellent opportunity. It's just going to be so brilliant. It's going to, on one hand, it's going to open your eyes, but then again, at the same time, it's all about a fresh new start, and it's also about this a sudden and unexpected process and progress which is going to take place. A remarkable, remarkable, remarkable indeed. For those of you, my gorgeous Scorpioni, that are actually in relationship, you know, it is just so good, because it looks like for those of you that are in relationship for November, you know, things that you have been doing and the things that you have been worrying about, things that you have been scared about, are not going to turn out to be as bad as you thought. And this is brilliant, because it's all leading towards you feeling this sense of security. So therefore, something that you have both been working on as a couple, you're going to have a reward here, an important reward by the end of the month. It's going to happen at around the end of the month indeed. But also at the same time, it's about the security, it's about an important progress, an important process, and also at the same time it's about devotion, how devoted you are towards each other. It's really beautiful. But then on another hand is the idea that you both had at some moment in time. Now this month it's going to become obvious that this is the path, this is the journey, this is the progress that you both need to take, and it's going to be good, it's going to be brilliant. And you can only do this when you reach a certain stage, and when you can trust each other, when you trust each other and things like that. It's to do with the security, and the most importantly it's to do with the process and progress. Okay, so now the next the next sign I'm going to be talking about, I've just went on weeklies. Oh Lord. Now, for those of you that are actually, and before I do this, I'm just going to take a tarot card out for the relationship. So, sorry. Ooh. Oh my God. Tarot cards for the relationships. I'm in my clumsy mode. So now this is for the tarot card for those of you that are in relationship, my gorgeous Scorpioni, and it's for November. You see, Three of Wands. This is nothing unusual. You are really starting an important progress. You're starting an important process, and as I said, there is going to be quite interesting reward that you are going to have. But then also you need to be honest with yourself. You both need to be honest with yourself, because if you are ignoring something that you shouldn't be ignoring, and you both know it's the right thing to do, maybe one of you think, oh, maybe they should say it, maybe you should say it, you know, it depends, but it's just something that you're both ignoring, and you should really both of you do, because it's an important time for you to just go towards it, because this is the time of opportunity and the new direction which is going to be open to you as well at the same time. And for those of you, my gorgeous Scorpioni, who are single and ready to mingy, oh, nothing unusual here. You see this, my gorgeous Scorpioni? I just need you to tell that there is going to be the specific situation that you are going to have. And the specific situation for those of you that are single is the feeling of psychic feeling that you're feeling of psychic feeling is the psychic feeling that you are going to have. And in particular, it's going to be pretty much so to do with you realizing exactly what you need to do through a very strange situation, through a very strange realization. You're going to realize exactly what you need to do in order to escape some kind of hidden danger, you see. And this is going to be the product of all that energy that I said when it comes to your intuition and psychic feelings and things like that. So that is going to be the moment in time when you also need to remember to just stay committed to the task at hand. This is very important, you know, because your ability to learn quickly, it's going to be super powerful, and this is going to be something quite interesting at the same time. But there is someone very particular that it's about to start slowly entering your life, but this is the person that is not going to make themselves known this month, but this is the person that is going to make themselves slowly known in December. So November, it's going to be the beginning of this special person entering your circle slowly, and most certainly this person is going to make themselves known in December. But in November, you will be able to get the glimpse of them. You will be able to feel them. You will be able to notice their energy, you know, although you will not meet them or anything like that, but you will feel them. You will feel something, but it's going to be very difficult to explain exactly. So there is someone very interesting who's going to actually start becoming the part of your journey, my gorgeous Scorpioni, and you will know who this is as well at the same time to answer your question and to make this even more significant, it's to do when you feel the strongest ability, you know, to learn. That is going to be connected to the new option, new opportunity that you're going to find yourself at. And that new opportunity is going to put you close with somebody who's literally going to change your life. Somebody's who's going to motivate you like there is no tomorrow, and you're most certainly going to like it, my gorgeous Scorpioni, indeed. Okay, my gorgeous people, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. My gorgeous Scorpioni, I love you so much. And I wish you a happy birthday to every single one. You're amazing, amazing, amazing. I love you so much, okay? And I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light, my gorgeous Scorpioni. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Love you.